Antonio, turn all the way.
All right, guys, so I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I want to just get some things out that I really think are going to help you guys, okay? And this one's going to be a basic sort of video, and it's going to start you off on the right foot, but it's also going to be able to help you if you already have a brand that you're growing online, okay? Now, the first thing is that everyone keeps asking me, how do I scale past a certain amount, okay? And usually that amount is capped at around $1 million per year in sales. Now, the reason why most likely you're not able to scale is because you don't have product market fit or you don't have an edge. Now, what I mean by that is, especially in the dropshipping space, everyone is trying to copy each other, okay? So a product goes viral, everyone jumps on the product, and then what happens is everyone rips each other's content, and then the user is seeing the same type of ad over and over and over and over with very cheap branding, a landing page, blah, blah, blah. You get the drill, okay? Now, what I'm saying to you guys, and I want to put this question to you, is why are you wasting your time doing this? Yes, you can make some quick money, but don't you want to build something long and sustainable? And this is what I try to teach people and encourage people. If you're in a position now where you're drop shipping and you're making money online, fantastic. You know how to set up a website, scale a product, you've got the skills that you need to be able to utilize those same skills to build a monster business, okay? And a lot of people don't realize this, and what's happening is they're trapped into this mind state of, I want to extract the maximum amount of money out of my business as I can, as quickly as I can. And therefore, as a result, they're not wanting to invest in product, such as product quality or buy stock, okay? Instead, they want to drop ship. Now, the issue that I have with this is, well, actually, where do I start? There are a lot of issues that I have with it. The first being is ad account bans, okay? Do you know how many times I see on Twitter, oh, my ad account got banned, blah, blah, blah. People message me saying, Manny, what do you do when your ad account gets banned? And the reality is that when you're holding inventory and you're buying your own stock, you're not gonna have these issues because customers will be happy with your product quality. They're gonna be happy with your shipping lead times. You're not gonna have to lie to them about, it's 5 to 6 days shipping, when the reality is you guys know that it's actually about 30 days shipping. And then you're sitting there wondering why on earth you're getting all these fucking disputes and ad account bans, all right? So listen, what I'm trying to say to you guys is there is so much potential out there that for people to really scale and build something special. And it's just about taking that first step. I understand that dropshipping is a really good way to make money, especially for people that don't have a large starting capital. And I think it's a great start. What I'm saying to you guys is if you're watching this and you're dropshipping and you're making money, take a leap and start a real brand. Invest in your own IP, invest in product quality, invest in your brand. I promise you guys, you will not regret it. Sorry. We're on a 3.5x today. Do you reckon we should scale? Yeah, awesome. Okay, and then can you tell everyone to not scale up and down dependent on a 24-hour window and not be over emotional? Awesome, guys. Take note. And guys, see, this is why I love a bid cap strategy, okay? So for anyone that doesn't know, we run a bid cap strategy where we basically have a CBO. We break out each ad by ad set. And once we know what our bids are, we leave them at that. We never change the bids. And all we focus on is driving new pieces of content into the ad account. And the best thing about it is it protects you on the down days, but it'll also scale you up on the good days. So on days like today, where it's family day, I don't need to worry about manually adjusting the account and worrying for overspending and worrying what the ROAS is and blah, 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 okay? So the whole point of Facebook now, especially with the upgrade, is to take more of a hands-off approach, all right? So you guys should just be focusing on creative output and worrying way less about account structure and doing manual optimizations. Yes, I know. I've been trying to tell them this for so long. They just won't listen to me. Do you guys want to see something crazy? And this is a little bit of inspo for you. So if you've got an e-com brand at the moment and you're struggling, let me show you something, okay? A lot of you guys are sitting on a gold mine, but you're not creating ads that convert. And I'm gonna go into this in a second. But I took over this ad account. It was at the start of the month. Now, as you can see, I mean, the maximum that these guys could do is around $74, $50, zero, 160. And then bang, all right? So we exploded. And yesterday we did 2.5K in sales. And the best thing is that all it took was us to really sit down with the founder, help us understand from his perspective who he thinks his ideal customer is, who we're actually marketing to. This is in the dog toy category. We really needed to break down the customer avatar and work out who we're marketing to. What was happening is a lot of the ads that these guys were running were very broad, right? So let's say you have a dog toy, okay? Now, what is the benefit of using the dog toy, and ultimately how does that pair or attract the desire of the consumer? Now, the desire and the consumer for this type of product category is the dog owner and the dog, right? So you've got two different avatars. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into a sort of working sheet and show you guys how I structure my ads and how we're actually able to create ads that end up doing this basically. So as you can see, again, I mean, last 7 days, you know, these guys were not doing well at all. And yesterday, so out of that 3.5 on the week, yesterday alone, that was 2.4. And then today, they're already on over 1,000. So look, don't give up. If you're struggling, keep watching. I want to show you guys exactly how you can create high converting ads. So let's just jump straight into this and not waste any more time. Okay, cool. So let's get into this. So I'll try and keep it sort of top line and brief. And then if you guys want me to do a video that's specifically catered to this, let me know in the comments. But what I decided to do is I just wrote it up on Google Sheets and I'll run you guys through this. All right, so follow me here as we go. Okay, now remember that this is flowing on from the basis of assuming that a lot of brands are running very generic ads and going after too broad of a consumer group, okay? And that's why you can't scale, because Meta doesn't know who to deliver that ad to, okay? So again, flowing on from the dog product, let's go into it. Now, the first thing you gotta look at is who is your avatar, okay? Now, the avatar that I've come up with for this product is a middle-aged woman. She loves her dogs, works a full-time job, and she doesn't have kids, okay? So that's the avatar. Now, the avatar is not someone with a dog. Yes, that's your broad avatar, great, okay? But we want to niche down the audience that we're targeting. The next thing we look at is who is the persona of this person. So this person is most likely an anxious type. She loves her dog more than she loves her own family, and she's a bit of an introvert. This means that on the weekend, she spends most of her time with the dog. She's the girl you see in the morning, walking early in the morning with her coffee. She's walking with her dog. She's into her fitness. She's most likely vegan, etc. All right. Now, we have a clearly defined audience or a person that we want to target, and we are going to speak directly to that consumer in our ad content, in our headline copy, in our body copy, in the primary text. Not only that, we're going to feature that exact avatar in the specific piece of ad content. And this is where you guys are getting it wrong. When you're running a broad sort of marketing campaign, or you're producing broad content with little research like what I'm showing you now, you're not able to directly talk to that consumer because you're going too broad. And therefore, Meta is wasting a ton of money, which leads to rising CPA costs because it's trying to find your audience and who's resonating with that piece of content. So instead, niche it down. Now, keep following me here. Problem, okay? She hates leaving her dog at home. Her dog destroys her home because the dog is anxious. So the dog has attachment issues. So what does that mean? We can formulate hooks out of this problem, okay? Hook. What am I meant to do when I leave my dog at home? Shows us a video of the dog that's destroyed 5 rolls of toilet paper. The next hook. My dog is so anxious whenever I leave the house. Bang. Shows a video clip of a dog running around in circles, anxious, crying, whatever. Do you get it? Okay. So break it down. Avatar, persona, problem. Now we're going to go into the solution. What is the solution? Well, I'm not going to tell you guys which product I'm talking about here, obviously, for confidentiality purposes, but this product does Y, based on the problem, and then we hit them with the USPs of the product. Now, I've got here just an important point to note. There is no limit to this, and you can literally break down 50 different avatars and come up with different audience segments within your main demographic, okay? Now, guys, the more you practice this, the better that you're going to become at it, all right? And when you're running a bid cap strategy or a cost cap strategy, there really is no risk. Your job is to produce as many ads as possible, but most of the work is not going to be, it's not going to come down to you being in the account, making manual changes and this and that and what you've been taught. It's going to come down to how you're producing the content and how you're doing the research to produce those ads that convert, okay? And the other thing is, guys, is that yes, you might find a winning ad. That doesn't mean you need to make 50 variations of it. Go on and find another winning hook. I like to call them pillars of scale, okay? So if we know that the anxious dog is one pillar of scale, then find other pillars of scale. It might be, the dog that needs more exercise is another pillar of scale. You don't want to just keep going after the same hook. It's all about broadening your reach through the content that we produce, all right? So anyway, I hope that makes sense, guys. I absolutely love receiving the comments from you guys, reading them. I read them all, so please drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see from me, and press subscribe. It helps me push my videos out into the algorithm to reach the right audience. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.